Hey guys, this is Keri Meyers with Keri Meyers Photography, and today I'm going to give you a little tutorial on how to use the new Cake Smash fillers. They're a lot of fun. They're great for adding something different to your Cake Smash sessions if you don't have a large collection of balloons and banners and little puffers. This is a great way to get that look without having to go and buy a bunch of different things at the store. So let me just show you really quickly what is included in the Cake Smash fillers. You're going to get several different balloons in different colors, and I'll show you how you can also change the color slightly of the balloons to really match your cake for your 1-year-olds. And then you're going to get banners here as well. And then these different puffs of different colors and shapes and things. And you can change the sizes of them once you put them on your image and adjust the color slightly as well. Okay, so I've got my little nephew here, and we didn't do anything in terms of balloons and banners and things like that. We kept it really plain. So we're going to add some banners and balloons and puffs to the image now to make it a little bit more fun. So the first thing you're gonna do is open up the banner that you want to use. I like to do the banner first, and then I'll bring in the balloons and then the puffers. So I've opened up the green banner here. So I'm just going to take it, I'm going to drag it onto my image and move it up, and you may need to rotate it a little bit, and if you want to resize it, absolutely you can do that as well. I'm going to leave it as is. Okay, now leave all these on. This is going to give you the shadow, but I want to adjust the color slightly of the banner, so I'm going to go ahead and do a hue saturation layer, and I'm going to right click on it and do create clipping mask. So it's only going to affect the banner. Alright, so now I'm going to just change the hue slightly, make it a little bit more green. And then you can, always play with the saturation if you want a slightly different color. Let's see, I want it as close as possible to the color on the cake. And then also you can play with your darkness. I wouldn't recommend bringing your darkness down too much because that's going to affect the white in the banner. I'm going to leave the lightness as is. Let's see really quick. So you can kind of see it's just brought it to a more green, a true green. Alright, so I'm going to leave that. I'm actually going to flatten those two, or just merge those two layers. There we go. It's also a good idea too, if you know if you've got a lot of depth in your image, you can go ahead and blur these. And it's just, let's see, I'm going to go ahead and do a Gaussian blur on this. And I'm going to bring it way down because I don't want it that blurry. And so it's only going to blur that layer, so it's only going to blur your banner. There. I'm happy with that. So you can just kind of see that's after the blur, that's before. So it's not quite so crisp unless you shoot with, like f6 or something. But I don't, so I want that to have a nice little bit of a blur to it. Alright, so next I'm going to go ahead and we're going to drop in some balloons. And let's see, my cake has green, yellows, and reds and blues. I'm going to bring in some green, for sure, red, and blue. So I'm going to open up these, and we'll just drop them in. Now, as you can see on these balloons, the light is coming from the right, but if you shoot with your light coming from the left, then just go ahead and do image, rotation, flip horizontally, and that's going to flip your balloons so that the light is coming from the correct direction. And that's true for any of these overlays. The shadows on the banners are the same, so if you shoot with your light coming from the left, then you'll want to flip your banners the same way. So image, rotation, flip canvas horizontally. But okay, so I'm going to drag these on here, and I'm obviously going to have to resize them. Maybe I will bring in a yellow. Cute. Okay. So I'm going to grab all of these because I want to resize them all together. Hit my little lock button here to keep the dimensions the same, and we'll make these more appropriately sized for this image. That looks good. Okay. Now we'll move them around. Let's see, I want the red in front of the yellow. Let's bring the green. Now I'm going to have the puffers in this area here. So I may get rid of the bottom part of the string because you wouldn't see them anyway. Put that there, and let's grab the blue one. Let's have the blue in front of the green. Okay. All right, now I'm going to duplicate these balloons for the other side. Duplicate the yellow, the blue, and the green. And let's just flip these around a little bit. I want the red to go behind the yellow this time, so I'm going to bring this one down. And let's see, let's bring the green forward. So let's take this one and bring it in front of the red. There. Just so it looks a little bit different. Let's see, I actually might move them around just a tad. Where do we want that blue one? There. Almost there. Okay, that I like better. Okay, I am going to, just to make this easier for me, I'm going to create a little folder, call this balloons. I'm going to drag all the balloons into that folder. There. And okay, now let's go ahead and open up some of the puffs. Got our puffs here. I'm gonna do blue, green, and yellow. Open, open. Same thing. Drag them on. Drag this one on. Make sure you drag the shadow and the blue puff. You can always merge the layers if you want to. I'm just going to leave them. Obviously, you're going to want to resize it. And let's get the yellow. All right. Okay, so I'm going to grab, let's make a folder really quick and we'll call it Puffs. Grab all these and drag them into the Puffs folder. Okay, now we're going to resize all these. I have them all selected. Just going to do the same way as I did the balloons. You can kind of decide how you want. That's a good size. All right, real quick. I am going to show you how you can get those puffs to go behind your subject. I'm going to click on my background and I'm going to go over here to Quick Select Tool, and I am going to get my little nephew all selected. Okay, these little holes right here, you want to make sure you're on the negative. Do that there. All right, I'm going to refine my edge. Okay. And then you're going to do right click, layer via copy. And I'm going to move my balloons and my puffs underneath there. And you want your banner at the bottom as well. Hang on, let's do that again. We'll move them all below there. So now I can go ahead and move my puffs around. They will be behind him. You gotta watch out for that little area that it didn't select though. Okay, so now let's go ahead and move around our puffs and make those changes. I think we'll have the yellow one here and our blue puff. Let's bring it in front of our yellow puff. And then we've got our green puff. There. Okay, now I'm going to duplicate those and do the same on the other side. To change it up so it doesn't look the exact same, I'm going to move the puffs around a little bit. Bring the blue one here, yellow one, whoops, yellow in the middle. And let's bring the green one in front of the yellow, like so. All right, now I am going to, I want to get rid of these little strings here. So I did a real quick layer mask for the balloons layer, and I'm going to take a black paintbrush and just get rid of these guys. Okay. That looks good. I'm going to do a quick, let's go up to our puffs. I'm happy. You could do a blur on the puffs as well if you feel like you need to. But I'm pretty happy with the way it looks right now, so I'm not going to. So there you have it. If you feel like you need, and again, remember, if you shoot with your light on the left side, you want to flip these all horizontally so the shadows are going the right way. And if you feel like you need a little bit more of a shadow on some of these, then, you know, you can definitely increase the shadow. So you can do that by double clicking on it, and you can see it's on the blue puff over there, and just turning on drop shadow just to give it a little bit more. Actually, I'm going to do that for the ones on that side of the frame. Let's see. Yeah, we'll do it there too. Da-da-da. All right, so that's that one. Turn it on here too. Just makes it a little bit more realistic. That one's okay. Let's do this one. Oh, that's the green one in the back, so it doesn't even matter. So I want to go ahead and do the blue one on this side. So let's do auto select. Blue puff, which one is that? I gotta go find it. It's this one. There we go. Okay. And we already did a drop shadow, so that's good. All right. There you have it. Let's check this blue puff. We have our shadow. Good, okay. And what about this yellow puff? We did that one. Okay, good. So now your next thing to do is just flatten it, and there you go. If you feel like you need a little bit of more shadowing, just go ahead and take your burn tool. I usually use midtones or shadows, and you can just kind of burn in some more shadows underneath there just to make it look more realistic. But let's go ahead and take a look at our before and after. There's before, there's after, lots of fun. And I always run a smoothing step after I finish all of this. And it just smooths everything out really nicely, and it looks great. Well, there you go, guys. I hope you're having fun with the Cake Smash fillers. I hope you enjoyed this short tutorial on how to use them. I'd love to see examples, so feel free to tag me on Instagram or share them on my Facebook page so that I can see what you're doing with them. All right, there you go. If you have not purchased the Cake Smash fillers, they are available in my shop online. It's kerimyersphotography.bigcartel.com.